Hello and welcome to the online classes for Kids Heaven Public School, Cherthaval. So, for our English language class today, we will study the grammar aspect. And the topic today is article writing. Article writing is a very important topic because there are often questions regarding writing of articles on different topics in the CBSE examinations. So it is very important for us to know, first of all, what an article is, the format, the tips, and what and how we should begin and conclude an article. Now, to begin with, let us first know what is an article. An article is a written work published in a print or electronic medium. It may be for the purpose of propagating news, researching results, academic analysis, or debate. Generally, it is a piece of writing that is published in a newspaper or magazine. Now, this is an article. What happens here? We select a topic or we are given a topic. Then we make research about the topic. We check out the advantages, the disadvantages, what can be done to improve it or to make it better. For example, if there is lack of water supply in your area, the water that comes in the taps comes only for 1 hour and maybe there is no pressure. So you can write, like a complaint sort of thing, or you can write generally about water supply. That this is the condition of water supply, it has to be improved, it has to be made better. And we can write in different topics. We can write regarding news, regarding research of results, academic analysis, or even debates. Debates are the competitions where we have a topic and then we have a supporting team and an opposing team. So mainly an article, if we talk in general words, it is just a piece of writing, okay, that can be published in school journals and magazines or in the newspaper. Now, what is the format of writing an article? That means what is the procedure? How do we start? How do we end? Okay, how do we arrange the writing? That is what we mean by format. Now, the format of an article consists of the following parts: heading, byline, and the body. Now, what is the heading? The heading should be catchy and in not more than 5 to 6 words. You can go as creative as you want with this one, but just make sure you do not devote too much time on it in the exam. Okay? Now see, this is the heading. It is the very first thing that anyone will see. So it should be catchy. Catchy means something that is attractive, something that when we look at the topic, we will feel that, oh yes, I have to read this article. It must be interesting. But it should not be more than 5 to 6 words. And during exam, do not waste too much time thinking about something very interesting as a topic. Okay? When we say do not devote too much time, that means do not give too much time just on the heading. Because you have time limitation. You have, there is always 2 to 3 hours. You have limited time within which you have to complete the whole paper. So, make a good topic, write a catchy topic, but do not waste too much time. The second part is the byline. It refers to the name of the person writing the article. It is generally given in the question. If not given, then do not write your personal details. Okay, you see, normally when a question is given to you in an exam to write an article, the name will be provided also. But in case it is not provided, you don't need to give your own details, okay? And you are not supposed to mention any of your personal details while attempting the answers in the exam. You have to make sure in any article you write, exam or even in the classroom, do not begin giving your personal details in it. Okay? Now let's look at the third part. Body. It is the main part of your writing piece. It generally consists of 3 to 4 paragraphs. Okay? Now the body is the main part, and you know what? It carries the highest number of marks also. So you have to be very careful when you are writing in the body. Now the body has some sections. It has 3 to 4 paragraphs. Paragraph 1. It is always prescribed that you begin with a short introduction of the topic. Its meaning to be precise. Briefly tell what the article is about, given some quotations or startling facts to arouse the interest of the readers. Now the first paragraph should be short because we are going to introduce the topic. The meaning should be straightforward. We should not start telling stories. Okay, it should not be very detailed. Briefly means just in short, the main point, the main topic. And we can also give a quotation or some very interesting fact, something that is going to, make the reader get interested that, oh yes, this article is going to be interesting and I will read it. Okay, so we should put something that is really interesting. Now the paragraph 2, or sometimes we can make this in paragraph 2 and 3. Now this part can be written in either 1 or 2 paragraphs. You are required to do a complete analysis of the subject matter in question. Now we are going to discuss the topic. Okay, the topic that has been provided, we are going to discuss about it. So what and what should it include? Types. In how many forms does the problem exist? You are required to mention the various possible types. Okay, now the topic that has been provided, for example, if you are asked to write about water supply, so what kind of problems do you face in it? Is it the timing? Is it the pressure? Or is it that the taps are bad? Or the taste of the water? What kind of problems are there in the topic? The second one is current scenario. Then you need to explain the current situation. Okay, current scenario means the present situations. If there are problems, what can be the actions to make them better? What are the corrections that can be done so that things will get better? Okay, the present situation, that is the next thing you discuss. It may include advantages and disadvantages depending upon the topic in question. Now you can write the good things and the bad things about the topic in question. Then cause and effect relationship. Develop the cause and effect relationship by supporting it with facts or data. You may also write the consequences. Okay, now see, cause and effect relationship. Now look at it. What does it cause? The lack of water supply causes, we don't have drinking water, we don't get to wash our clothes on time, we don't wash our uniform on time, so we are late for school, and we cannot even wash our all other utensils in the house. You can present causes about it. And then the effects, what happens in such a situation. You can also write the consequences, that is the output, the result in the end, what happens. And you can put all these things with facts and data. That is to say, if you have, for example, a questionnaire, you can say that 90% of the people in my area are suffering because of the water supply problem. You can put this kind of facts and data in it. Any other relevant and related information? Yes, anything else that is important about the topic, you can add that also, but just in 2-3 lines. Paragraph 3 or paragraph 4 will be the conclusion part. Okay, so what do we do in the conclusion now? Let us see. It is important to conclude what you have started. You see, once you have started something, it is very important to end it also. Conclusion means the ending. Never leave an article open-ended. Now, it is to be remembered that whenever you elaborate a problem, you always have to mention the steps being taken to improvise the situation and suggest a few solutions as well. Now see, when you have started an article, do not leave it open-ended. That means make sure you put a conclusion. Don't put in causes, don't put in the problems and then you leave it that way. No, you should complete it. You should always mention the steps that are being taken to improvise. That is, you should, if you have stated problems, you should also put in some solutions that I suggest this can be done. I suggest there should be a proper water supply. I suggest there should be a borehole or a well. Okay, you give in suggestions in the name of solutions as well. If you conclude it in this way, that will be a better one. Predictions and personal problems may be included. This paragraph needs to be short and precise. Here also, you could add some glitter to your art piece with some quotes. Now you see, personal problems may be included. 1 or 2 personal problem can be included. That personally, I have been suffering this situation for the last 1 year, and due to this problem, I have always been late to work, late to school, because water comes late and I don't get time to wash my clothes or wash my dishes, and something like this. You can put in personal, but it has to be short and precise. Precise means mainly to the point. Now, if you want to, you see, this is an idiom here. You can add some glitter to your art piece. Glitter means shine to your art. That is something you have drawn. But here we mean That's something to make your article, the what you have written, to make it presentable in a more, impressive way. You can add some quotes. For example, without water there is no life. Something like this, just a good quotation you can put in the ending. So this is about the format of an article. We have the heading, byline and body. The body has 3 to 4 paragraphs. In each paragraph we given a different information. Still keep in mind that the length of an article depends on how much we are given. You can be asked in the question to write 150 to 200 words. You can be given to write 120 to 150 words. Okay? So observe the length, that how much space do you have. According to that, you can put in your points. Now let's see how it would look on a page, the format of an article. You write the heading here at the center. Under that you write the byline. And then the body starts from the left side, paragraph 1, 2 and 3. Now observe that they are all in the same margin. Do not give an indent to the paragraph to move it forward, to the right or to the left. Okay? So make sure they are all in the same margin. Now let's see, we have some tips here. Article writing tips. Tips to attempt a question on article writing. These are few valuable tips for you to attempt the CBSE article writing format question in a better way. You see, what are the things you should know before you write an article? These are the important tips here. I want you to make sure you read this very, very comfortably, understand them, okay? After that, we have an example here as well. Let's look at it. By 2050, India will be amongst the countries which will face acute water shortage. You are highly alarmed and terrified of the future world without water. So, write an article on save water. Are we doing enough? For the local daily in 150 to 200 words. So you see, our topic here is save water. Are we doing enough? And we are to submit this in the local daily. That's the newspaper. And the limit is 150 to 200 words. So according to this, you will have to now put in your points that it should not exceed this. Okay? And what this means is that in 2050, India will also be among the countries where there will be water shortage. Okay, that is water problem. So you see, this is our topic here. We have put in here. And then we have started the first paragraph with an introduction. Okay. The second paragraph tells us that water is important. You see, then here are different methods we can follow. This is the suggestion that how can we save water. Okay. These are some more suggestions. And then look at the ending. We should take a pledge and make it a lifelong motto. This is how to conclude that you have stated problems here, but you are politely ending it. And you see, this is a quote in the end. If you conserve water, it means you conserve life. That is, if you save water, it means you have saved life. This is the ending quotation. So this is a simple article. I want all of you to try writing an article. I will send in the question for you later on. Okay? I hope this is clear enough. Thank you very much.